Okay, our Coors Light Pole Award winner for Sunday's 47th annual Quicken Loans 400 here at Michigan International Speedway is Kasey Kahne. He's the driver of the number 5 Great Clips Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Crew Chief Keith Rodden up on the pit box for Sunday's race. This is Kasey's 27th pole, and he turned a lap of 201.992 miles per hour. And that 27 career poles ties him with Hall of Fame inductee Terry Labonte for 25th all-time. And it's been a little while since he's been set on the pole, but we're glad to have you in here, Kasey, and Great Clips and all the fine folks from that organization. But it's your 3rd pole here at Michigan. Talk about the mindset now that you have. You know, you've got a fast race car. You've got a great race team. You're hungry for a win. And just talk about how all those things are playing a role right now.
Yes, you know, there's definitely a strong car today. Great Clip Chevrolet was strong in practice this morning, and then right there, all 3 rounds, it felt really good, really comfortable with the car, and made a little mistake there into 3 on the final lap and overdrove the entry because I felt like I could and realized I couldn't, so I had to get it back real quick and was still able to run the lap. But just felt like we had a great car all day to this point, and tomorrow's a big day to prepare for Sunday, but this is a big start to the weekend. It's been a long time since I had a pole. Like you said, I think 2012, which you know, in the past it was seemed way easier to win poles. So the last 3 years have been, you know, more difficult for some reason to qualify first, but you know, we're able to do that today, and hopefully this will propel us into a good Sunday, and then also you know, more poles and things throughout the season.
Questions for our Coors Light Pole Award winner, Kasey Kahne. Anyone? Tom has one, and then Lee. Tom, and then Lee.
Hi, Kasey. Tom Jensen, FoxSports.com. Congratulations. You know, we've seen passing be really difficult at Charlotte and Pocono and even at Dover recently. Do you expect that to continue here, or will the fact that you can go so wide here, you expect a more competitive race on Sunday?
Yeah, it's tough to say at this point. You know, I think today's race with a different rubber is probably not going to change a lot of the racetrack, but tomorrow's race we'll learn a lot on how wide the track is. You know, last year was the first year that I felt we could run the bottom in 1 and 2 and not be really slow. You actually could make some passes down there, make some gains. And in 3 and 4, you've been able to do that for the last couple of years. So that was a, you know, a benefit last year. I think tomorrow will be the same, and then maybe they'll even widen out and get wider towards the top of the racetrack like it used to be. That's what I'm hoping for. If it's like that, you know, yeah, we'll be able to pass. We'll be able to, you know, draft up and make moves if you have that momentum. But it's really tough to say, you know, exactly how it's going to go, because the off-throttle time right now is not very much, you know, so it's going to need to be more. And I think as the track gets rubbered in and the tires get hot, you'll see more lifting, and at that point, hopefully we'll pass more.
Let's go over here to the far right to Lee.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. You've known Keith for a long time, but, you know, this is your first pole together, and still there are certain, you know, things you've had to get used to with him as your crew chief. You know, what have been the good things, the bad things, and just, you know, what has the process been like this season?
Yeah, I think really it's all been good to this point. Keith's a great guy. He puts a lot of time into his race cars, and he's really good to his guys. So we've enjoyed it. I mean, just taking the picture of the car over there, we're laughing, and you know, with jokes coming from Keith and stuff. So he's just a good guy, and he's really smart, and he puts a lot into his cars and tries to find the speed that we need. And you know, he'll tell you if you made a mistake, but at the same time, he'll tell you if he needed to do a better job as well. And you can't have, I mean, it can't be any better than that, because I'm the same way. I'll tell him when I made a mistake and be like, man, we needed the car better at the same time. So he's, I don't know, I like every part of what Keith's done to this point, working with him, and also what he's done with our team. and how he works with the guys. It's been good, and I think it's going to only pay off as the season goes.
You've had the opportunity to test the proposed aero package that they're talking about running at Kentucky in a testing situation with a smaller spoiler. Earlier you just said that your time on the throttle is such that you just don't slow down. This proposed package would give you opportunity probably to lift a lot more than y'all are used to. From the driver's seat, what has that package felt like in the past?
Well, that's we're talking about the Charlotte test I did earlier in the year. We spent a little bit of time with that, and I really liked it. I ran by myself and felt like it was the first time I could really drive the car, control the car, lift, and do things to make the car work rather than just run super hard all the time like what we're doing. So I liked that, but that's how, when I came into the sport, that's how it was. You drove more with both feet. You found speed in different spots of the corner, and you weren't wide open. So I've always kind of had that. That's how I've raced. So I don't know. The difference is, I think as time has changed, it's been something for me to try to learn. And I want to learn whatever NASCAR has us race, but. I look forward to doing something different. I look forward to, if that's the direction they go, I think it'll be great. But we'll all need to work on it for a while to make it the best that it can be, and then we'll see, kind of where that stands with what we have today.
Let's go to Reed and then over here to Rachel. Go ahead, Reed, and then Rachel.
Yeah, Kasey, you were saying it's become a lot harder to win a pole. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because maybe some teams in the past that did not concentrate as much in that area have started doing so?
I think the competition's much closer. I think the drivers, the teams are better than what they used to be. A lot of times there's a tenth separates 15 cars. And I don't remember it being quite like that when I first came into the sport. When I used to win, poles seemed to be easier to win at that time. And I just think it's maybe a little bit of a feel in the car. And there's times when I'm not finding that feel that I need to find, and it's, it shows, with Trix, for example, what he did last year and what he's doing this year, they found some things that made him more comfortable in the car, and he's flying. He's doing an awesome job, and that whole team is, but they didn't have that last year. It was something that they found together and worked hard to find this year. So it's, different things fit different people at different times, and we're working hard to get to that point. We want to race those guys each week, and we want to battle to lead laps and try to win races.
We'll go here with Rachel and then finish up with Mike.
MIS is a track that's really known for very fast record qualifying speed. You didn't see that this year. It still had a lot of drivers above 200 miles an hour final qualifying. But what are some of the factors that may have affected, diminishing speed this year?
Mainly just the power of the car. We have a lot less power. So as far as driving and how much 100% throttle I was on, I'll guarantee that was more today than what it was last year. It was just slower because you don't have as much horsepower to run the speed around the track. But as far as on the throttle, 100% throttle, I ran a lot more today than I've ever ran at Michigan.
Final question, Mike.
This is a great start. Being, starting up front, having the track position, having a great pit stall throughout the race, which will help the pit guys. My pit crews came a long ways this year, and they're doing an awesome job each week. So I look forward to coming down pit road and getting tires and adjustments, things like that. And then just doing a good job on restarts. That'll be key for me if I'm, getting good restarts, staying in the front, if we're in the first couple rows, staying where I'm at and not losing spots there, staying towards the front. That'll be key to being there late in the race and having a shot on that final restart or that final long run, whatever it may be.
Kasey, thank you very much. Congratulations on the pole, and good luck the rest of the weekend.
Thanks a lot.
Here's Kasey.